morning, everybody. Come on up. It's Porch Settin Sunday, and the wind's blowing. You can hear the chimes going nutty up here, and I love it. We can get outside now. I'm feeling much better. Every day I'm getting stronger, and I have a slow start to my day, but come on up. Get your coffee, whatever you want to drink, and come on up and let's have Porch Settin Sunday and visit a while. It's been a while since we visited. So it's still winter here, but it's a beautiful day, even though it's windy and cloudy, no sun, but it's still pretty because we can sit on the porch. Don't mind my hair, it's just going to do what it's going to do. I don't have a story, but I thought it'd be nice to just come and talk a little while. And my husband's sitting over there and got his root beer in his hand. He don't drink beer, he drinks root beer. He's never drank, and I'm thankful for that. So now he has no excuse for the way he acts. He didn't even look at me. So I'm trying to get his goat. We've been wanting a goat, by the way. We've been wanting a goat, and the boys has been wanting a goat, and he won't get us a goat. But I thought I might get me a pocketbook puppy, if I can. So, what? My daughter just walked up on the porch. But anyway, we're having pretty weather here. I hope everybody's okay in Mississippi and Louisiana and Alabama and all those places that's getting tornadoes everywhere. I'll keep them in my prayers and just pray that the Lord protects them. And I know you all have been my prayer warriors and been praying for me, and so we need to pass that on. Y'all like my blush? I'm using some of the blush and some of the highlighter that Trish sent me. I'm going to be showing you all that probably this week sometime. So, but I just wanted to come up and say hi, and that things is finally looking up. And let me show you the sky. It looks kind of mysterious, but it does look kind of pretty, I think, even though we don't have any sun. Look up there at that sky. It's beautiful. I mean, it's showing blue in the viewfinder, but all this right here is gray. It's gray, and the clouds are moving kind of fast. The trees and stuff is just wanting to burst out of there, burst out and start greening up, and I can't wait. Cannot wait. I'm looking forward to summer. Winter's not been good to me this year, but it's not really been bad here. The winter has been really nice here. So I gotta start thinking of the stories. I gotta go back and see what I left you all with back in the fall when I was telling my stories. So, and I'll do that and see what. But you all tell me what you want to know. Maybe ask some questions. Just leave me some questions, and I'll do a video, a Q&A. A Q&A, which I've pretty much told you my whole life. So, from the time I was married to, I can tell you before I was married. Oh, I got to tell you this. My little grandson, my youngest one, is 7 years old. Oh, he reminds me of me so much. He's got little freckles going across his little nose, and he is a go-getter. I'm telling you. We have chickens, and they lay about a dozen of eggs a day. Now that's all winter long they lay, and we were really shocked that they were laying through the winter. Well, he's taking those eggs. He wants to get $50 to start him a bank account. And he's been selling eggs to make money, and we're letting him have the eggs, what we don't need, and we're not eating no dozen a day. So he takes on Saturday. I won't let him sell them on Sunday, but on Saturday he takes his four-wheeler, and he goes out down in the community here, off the hill, and he sells his eggs for $1 a dozen. And some people's been giving him $2 a dozen because they said fresh eggs, you can't you know, that's not enough money for fresh eggs to, you know, $1 a dozen. But, you know, it just tickles me to death, because this is a story I can tell you. The whole time I was growing up, from a time as far back as I can remember, big enough to go out and do anything, I would either be out in the yard catching fish and worms so that I could sell them, dragging a lawnmower all over the little town that I lived in, and you could get gas 25 cents a gallon. So I would mow people's grass for 50 cents for a small yard and $1 for a big yard, which back then was a lot of money. You know, it was a lot of money. And I was all the time doing my granny's toilet, because they only had one bathroom. So I would do her toilet for a quarter and do her dishes for a quarter, and to get my own money, because my mom wasn't about to give us no money. So, but he just reminds me of me. And I started my first savings account when I was a little girl, and that was my goal, to have a savings account. And when I married my husband, I had my savings, and he started putting stuff in it too, but we had to have $500 in the bank, and back then that was like 10,000 or 5,000 today, and we had to have that in there to pay for our little boys. So when, you know, to pay for the hospital bill. Back then it cost $400 and I think it was $75 to have our son in the hospital and stay for 4 days. That was cheap. Now, oh, you'd pay more than that. But he reminds me of me with these little freckles and going out, and he's just a little go-getter, and people are admiring him at 7 years old, wanting to get enough money. You have to have $50 to start a savings account. And now when I was that age, you had to have $10 to start a savings account. So, and to me, that was a lot of money, so I really had to really work. So we would go to Kentucky. My mother is originally from Kentucky. Her sisters lived in Kentucky, and the buses are here. That's why it's so loud. And her sisters, 2 of them, lived in Kentucky, so she would go to Kentucky to visit her sisters every year. But Dad always knew that I was going to be looking out for stuff I could gather and make money on. So he always put a box in the back of the station wagon, and that is where I would crawl back and sleep, you know, when we were traveling. So what I would do is I would collect pop bottles and take them back to Ohio, where I'm from, Shiloh, Ohio, and I would sell them for 3 cents a piece, and that I would do that and make money. And so he reminds me of me when I was little, always making money, always trying to make money. And so I'm always trying to make money. But anyway, now it's time to stop trying to make money. I still need to work, but I have to slow down. So, but anyway, I just wanted to come in this Sunday and say hi. I love you guys. Thanks for all your comments and prayers. And it's so good to be back. So good to be feeling better. And I'm home for a while now, and I'm so thankful for that. I'm so thankful. So I'll see you all. Don't forget. And there's a new thing I know now on YouTube. You got to ring that bell. Instead of, if you want to see me do my thing, baby, pull my string, now you got to ring my bell. So don't forget to ring the bell and share me around, because I want to travel, and you're the only way I'm going to get to. Stick that thumb up in the air and I'll grab you as I go by. And also leave me a comment. I want to chit chat. I love talking with you. So leave me a comment. I love you guys. Bye.